Well, hello. Welcome back. This is UOAbigail, and we are on the Lex Talionis server today. We're over here by the little automatic chicken cooker that I built at spawn just to check out how it's doing. As you can see, it is working, and I still haven't built the building around it yet. That's something I'm going to do probably in the next couple of episodes. But yeah, so now that we know that this thing is working, and it's what, 2.5 stacks versus 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 5 stacks. So it's burning about 1 chicken for every 2 feathers that it gets. Oh. And well, anyway, yeah. Part of the reason why I'm out here, besides just checking to see what all has changed around spawn, which so far nothing really has. Mainly because like I said, the other players have moved on to their individual areas. I will be working here soon. But I wanted to show you, let's get into the nether here real quick. And here we are. The Blaze Farm, which the current access to it is down this thing here, is up and running, and it works. So you can see it over here. But yeah, I've been working down this pathway a bit. You know, you can see I've expanded it a little wider, and of course there's plenty of room for zombie pigmen to spawn. But I picked a pattern for the tunnel, and I started at the other end, and I've worked my way back from there all the way back to here. I just had to connect it up to over there. The problem is I've run out of cooked stone. But you can see this thing goes quite a ways. Now, originally I was planning on doing soul sand right here with a nether wart with maybe some soul sand behind it, but I kind of decided to go ahead and solid it in like this. I may still dig some of these out and maybe put some glowstone or something up there, and you know, do the nether wart every so often. However, I had another idea, which I may implement. I'm not sure yet. I think it'd be kind of funny. But as you can see, this goes on for quite a ways. It's been quite a bit of work to do this, because I've had to dig out additional area, and there was one section where there was lava up above there. I had to deal with that. But yeah, this gave me an idea. You see this here? There's a villager running around here because I believe Realist over there is breeding them and ejecting the ones that he doesn't like into the nether just to find their little fates. I think it might be kind of funny to put them in here. Yeah, you know, just like an iron fence post right here or something like that. Maybe replace this with a solid block, something, and then maybe something in here to keep them from popping up and popping out. But yeah, I think it'd be kind of funny to line this entire tunnel with villagers. I think that would be funny. Yeah, in fact, I'm thinking that's going to happen. But the other issue is that this area in here is wide enough to have a ghast spawn, which one did spawn one time. It was kind of funny. It was trapped. It couldn't go nowhere. I kind of like that. Yeah, I'm not sure really if it would be really conductive to the pathway, though, because we do eventually want to put a rail system up through here. So what I'm thinking, if I am going to put a rail system, the thing is if you put a rail here, you need to put like half slabs or something above it in order to prevent spawns like these pigmen from walking onto it, or you have to just make the whole thing unspawnable. And I kind of like the idea of having the pigmen running around in here. So what I might do is I might put an elevated road that's like up, tall enough for us to run up underneath of it like this, you know, having the solid blocks at this level. And yeah, I might just do that. Just have like one going up the middle here. This way we can go from one side to the other side. Zombie pigmen can run around in here or whatever, and they won't be able to get up on it. However, we, by standing on a little platform, can click on a minecart and go. And yeah, I might just do that. I'll have to test it out later and see how it works. Until then, however, like I said, I had had a problem with running out of cooked stone. So I'm thinking today I might need to deal with, you know, setting up an automatic furnace that can cook large amounts of stone quickly. Because having to wait on the stone, and of course I'm cooking up all the netherrack that I'm getting to make nether bricks. I mean, I know I could dig out a nether fortress and get all the nether brick that I want, but this is a non-destructive means, and I've already got the netherrack anyway. However, in order to set up such a furnace system, I'm going to need a lot of iron to make the hoppers that are needed, and for that either I'm going to have to do a lot of mining and find a lot of iron to smelt up, or I'm going to have to make an iron farm. Now, an iron farm is something that could run while I'm doing other things and would provide hoppers both for the furnace system array and for our sorter over there. So I'm thinking that since we have this thing here set up, it might be a really good idea to go ahead and do the iron farm. You can see we've got how many villagers we got up there now, like 7 or 8. Oops. We got 8 up there, and we got at least one baby. I'm hearing him down there, and we've got one adult that got put over there during a test. And yes, we have a baby villager running around down there. All right, yeah. So this thing will definitely be capable of supplying us with the villagers to make an iron golem farm. Now, in that spirit, let me go ahead and eat real quick. In that spirit, we don't want to place an iron golem farm too close to this, to where this merges, this village here merges with wherever we place our iron golem farm. Now, like I said, I am assuming that this door counts as part of that village. So, based on that, I went ahead and measured off about 100 blocks from this door, past our noisy chickens down here, and then up and across this. You can see a bunch of torches right there in that little area. That is roughly 100, maybe 110 blocks. In fact, that was 110 blocks because I wanted to account for 10 spaces on each side of a drop hole. So yeah, this is 110 blocks, so that would be 100 blocks on the other side. So I ran over here and was thinking, okay, where would be a good place to set this thing up? And then I saw this little area right here, and I'm thinking, you know what? This would be perfect right here. You know what I mean? It won't be loaded 100% of the time if I'm working on that side over there by them trees or past them trees or whatever. This chunk would get unloaded, which is fine because we don't want to be overloaded in iron. We just want to supplement what we get while mining anyway. So I'm thinking that we may do that. And in fact, I wonder if this heads. Nope, that doesn't. Okay, that would have been a nice pathway. In fact, we may actually make a pathway down to our base area down there. And I cannot believe I left a floating tree over there. I'll have to take care of that later. But anyway, yeah, I'm thinking we're going to go ahead and do an iron golem farm. Now, the design that I'm going to use, I've used on my single player, and I've used in other places as well. It's not my design. A guy by the name of Nims, he designed a really efficient small iron golem farm. It's just one village, and it doesn't take up a lot of resources, and it's not a very large footprint. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get working on that. Basically, what it is it's a 2x2 drop area with a 10x10 area around it as a spawning platform with the doors all around it and a single pouch containing 14 villagers. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and build that, and since he has the tutorial on that, I'm going to go ahead and provide a link to his tutorial and just go ahead and build this thing off camera and show you the completed product. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of that, and I will be back when it is done. Alrighty. The iron golem farm is complete. Let me go ahead and take you up there to it. Yeah, this took a little bit of time because it's quite a run transporting villagers one at a time to get them up into the villager pouch. But as you can see, the structure is right here. I went ahead and used some sandstone and some nether brick just to give it a little bit of contrast. And currently there are at least 13 of the 14 villagers up there right now, unless one of them is a golem waiting to drop down. But we do have one confirmed golem. So yeah, this thing will run, on its own. It doesn't have to be ultra efficient. Okay, there's the baby right there. Yeah, they'll breed up to 14 since there's 10 doors on each side, total of 40 doors. That'll support 13 villagers, 3 times 13 being 39. So actually I could have had one fewer door and it still would have worked. But anyway, yeah, this project is now complete. So we will have to decide what to do next, and this will take a little time to build up enough iron to really start working on mass producing any kind of hoppers or minecarts or anything like that. It turns out that there were more villagers in the villager breeder than I needed to move, so I had to determine what to do with them. And what I did, I'll go ahead and open this up and show you, because there was like 7 of them still left in this little chamber here. So what I did was I extended this out by 1, and we made us a little rail down here to an unpowered power rail, and oh, they're going to continue breeding down here. Well, that's good. Alright, well, yeah, they're still part of the village, so, and there is a zombie somewhere around here. That means there's an unlit cave somewhere, or a pouch, or something like that. But anyway, yeah, what I did is I just brought them down here. The minecart stopped right here. I knocked the minecart out, and the water stream took them off to the little pouch down there. I'll determine something to do with those guys later. For now, that's just storage and gets them out of the range of the infinite villager breeder, so that these guys up here can continue to breed. I'm going to go ahead and seal this back up so we don't get no zombies or anything falling down in there and killing those guys off. But yeah, these guys here should be breeding now as well. I do not. In fact, it sounds like they got one already. Maybe. Oh, maybe he's just over here somewhere. Or maybe I'm just hearing the one from down below. But anyway, yeah, I don't see one in here right now. Oh, there he is. And into the water he goes. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Well, anyway, I'll go ahead and decide what to do next. Since the Iron Golem farm is up and running, I'll probably wind up spending a little time out there at the Blaze farm, trying to get some blaze rods here pretty soon, because I don't really want to scar up the landscape too much getting coal for the furnace room. So we'll probably wind up using blaze rods as fuel at some point. But hey, there we go. We'll take a look at our task wall, because I did update and add some new stuff. The furnace room, of course, and I want to work on another hub of some kind at some point. We'll have to put something here. Netherwort farm, skeleton grinder, hidden rooms, expand village, modern city. Yeah, most of the stuff I added was down here. We'll just take a look at this end down here. Sellable items. What that's going to be is we're going to take like gold ingots, gold nuggets, and gold blocks and rename them to a currency, and those will be used for an automated system. Like I'll fill a dispenser somewhere down below with, like, say, redstone blocks, and there'll be a dropper tower leading up to a chest here. Now what you'll do is in the chest you'll drop in, let's say the exchange rate is 1 gold ingot for a redstone block, and you drop the gold ingot in, it gets sent into the system, detects that it's a gold ingot that's been renamed, and therefore will eject 1 redstone block up into the dropper tower, and then your item will arrive. So that's kind of the way I'm thinking an in-game currency would work with an automated selling system. You know, it's more for fun and proof of concept than anything else. Remote item storage. I'm going to make some kind of a storage room elsewhere for when I work in another area, but that's kind of a generic task. Villager farm cube. That's where we're going to use villagers to automatically farm for us. So this way we don't have to do anything other than just collect what they farm. Trading hall. We're going to build a villager trading hall, probably in the Nether. I'm thinking that would be a really good addition to the Nether. Vine farm. As soon as we find a jungle or a swamp, we'll get some vines, and we need to get a vine farm going. Auto vegetable storage, or auto vegetable farm array. That's a manual farm where you manually plant it yourself, but you click 1 button and it harvests everything. So we'll build one of those just for fun. Squid farm. Definitely we're going to need to do one of those, and a cactus farm as soon as we find some cactus. Now deco farms and cottages. That's basically just, little farms and cottages dotting the landscape. No real function other than just looking good. A portal to Razor Tower's base. We're going to hook up to Razor's base eventually. We're going to start a new village somewhere. And it's going to be a vanilla style village. in a place where one currently does not exist. We'll pick that out later. And of course the nether rail to connect us to spawn. Underground empire. Yes, we must build us a complete underground city, so to speak, and we'll do that later. It'll be probably in a different area than here. A paved road network, that's going to connect us up overland to everything else. And then of course work on spawn buildings and map making. Okay, yeah, that's about it. So anyway, I'll go ahead and decide what to do next, and I will be back with you in a bit. Alrighty, I went ahead and went down here and dug out a little area, enough room for these 32 furnaces to be set out on top of these dirt blocks. Turns out I was really close to the back side of our farm there, so yeah, this worked out just perfectly, because I'm going to be putting a skin on this wall here, and I want to be able to walk behind these. These dirt blocks are just temporary. They're going to represent where the hoppers are going to be for removing items from these furnaces. Since I do not have the iron yet to make all the hoppers that will be needed, I just figured I'd go ahead and set this up as is, and we can use it as a manual furnace array if needed in the meantime. But for now, that's what's going on there. Eventually I will be digging, like I said, digging these out and sending all the items probably to an item elevator back up to our base area up above. Also, I'm going to be converting the chest that is right there into a drop-off point. I'm going to be able to drop off fuel and smeltable items in there. I'm going to install an item sorter in the back. A bunch of hoppers here, and then an item sorter that will automatically pick out coal and blaze rods and send them to the furnaces in the back here, because the back slot is where your fuel goes. The top slot is where I'll be having the mine carts delivering items to be smelted, and it's basically going to sort the items out, and then it's going to send two mine carts out, one with fuel and one with items to be smelted, and it's just going to go around and then come back. So yeah, that's the current plan. Also, there will be a shutoff for automatically returning items. This way, if we want the experience, we can just open it up and take the items out ourselves. So yeah, it's going to take quite a few hoppers. I'm going to need, what, 32 on the back minimum and 32 on the bottom minimum. So that's 64. That'll take a little over 520 iron, and that doesn't count the hoppers that'll be needed over here. So yeah, it'll be a little while yet. The iron golem farm is still working. However, there was an issue that I had not considered. You can see I've changed the top of it a little bit. The reason being is I hadn't counted on being above the freezing line up here, and as a result, the water source blocks froze, and there was an iron golem wandering around up top and not able to get down. So what I did is I put some glowstone up there, and I covered the ice, or the water source blocks, with glass. So therefore it should continue working. Last I checked, there was only 12 iron ingots in there. There's 17 now, so therefore it is still working. We should only have 14 entities up above. Entities 14, excellent. Yeah, I saw a 15 up there a couple times, and I'm all, what's going on? Why is there 15? There should only be 14. And it turns out it's because there was an iron golem stuck up there. The water had frozen, and he wasn't going to be pushed out. Also, I went ahead and dug this through to here, so this way we can add a road through here. Also, we've got, see, was this one here? No, it's not that one there, it's this one here. This dugout as well. I haven't fully cleaned this up yet, but we're going to have a road through here that leads up to our item sorter. So yeah, a little bit of progress has been made. The main thing that's holding me up is a shortage of andesite. I may actually have to go out and do some andesite mining in order to get all these roads built. But yeah, in the meantime, I'll go ahead and do something else, and I will be back with you in a bit. Alrighty, some time has passed, and you can see I've torn down this smelter here, cannibalized it for some parts, and I have this set up currently. The way this thing is working now, there's a loading station right here, which all these hoppers that feed down from that chest go into a sorting mechanism, which is standard sorter right here with the overflow protection and all that. And you can see I'm still in the process of building it. I've run out of hoppers, and I'm waiting on some iron at this point. But it is functional to the degree of what I have already set up to sort. Now, the way it operates is the items get sorted. All of these items currently are smeltable items. I still have a few more smeltable or cookable items before I can get into the fuel sources. The smeltable items feed into this hopper here, and the fuel items will feed into this one here when I get it set up. The design for this, I don't remember the name of the person that designed this loading station, but I will provide a link to his video. It was very informative and very helpful. In fact, I may wind up using that design for my bulk storage system over here that uses this chest here, and a little bit of lag there, and the shutoff switch, so I may use it for that at some point, but for now I'm going to go ahead and leave that as is. Well, anyway, what's going on over here is I have these redstone blocks up here to power these rails, and in the back here I went ahead and included an incline and a decline to the carts just in case they happen to get stuck somewhere back in here due to loading and unloading of chunks. They'll still be able to continue moving and hopefully find their way back over to their stations over here. Currently, they are held in place because there is no additional items to fill these in this hopper up here. And same goes with this one here. It just needs a little bit of coal, which there's none in here. Now, we'll go ahead and throw some coal in, and you can watch. As soon as it gets to 64, it's going to take off. And there it goes. And it is now loading coal into these hoppers, which is, of course, feeding into those. Alrighty, there's a total of 16 furnaces on each side for a total of 32. So one trip along it will drop, and one trip back it will drop. And it should have, yes, just the remaining bit of coal there to fill out this stack. So effectively what it will do is it will take 64 items and drop it off each trip. Now this one here operates the same way except for with smeltable items, and we'll go ahead and chuck some smeltable items in up above and watch it in operation. So this is the chest that will be used, and we'll just drop some cobble in there. And it's going to feed down into here. And as you can see, there are currently items flowing through there, which is keeping this in position here. Now, as soon as there it went, and it is currently dropping cobble off, which there are some in each hopper there. I currently have the furnaces turned off to where they do not eject their items down into these hoppers, and of course this one here is filling up again. So it'll continue running until it's done. Now, if I want to continue smelting, I can either pull the items that are already smelted out of the furnaces and then they'll start back up, or I can just flip this lever here on this side, and there's another one on the other side. What I'm eventually going to do is hook those two levers, the signal for those, up to probably a hopper flip-flopper back here, which I've cleared out a little bit of room, but again, I'm waiting on iron, so until then I'm going to have to continue with the manual operation. And this thing here should be filling up. Yes, it is, and it'll take off again here in a second, and there it goes. And you can see there's a little bit of lag, not too much. It's mostly my connection. The server is running pretty well, so I'm the only one that's really reporting any lag, which, well, I may have to talk to my service provider about that. But anyway, yeah, so this is going to continue running until it runs out of cobble in the system. And yeah, Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and continue working on this. I may not be able to get this finished during this episode, but what I will wind up doing is working a little bit on prettying up this room. Currently I've got the that there. I may not do this in stone brick. I'm thinking I might want to go with a wood texture and just keep stone for outline on this and maybe around the furnaces themselves, but go with a wooden texture for that, maybe the back wall and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll take a look at it again in a little bit. Alrighty, well, I've done a little bit more work down below. It's still got these chickens over here. I'll eventually deal with them. I've skinned this room, and this is what it looks like right now. I went ahead and used furnaces and half slabs, and I went ahead and did the same all the way around, and that apparently, well, I'll have to fix that. I didn't notice that. Anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and do that right now. And there. Yeah, I'm not sure if I should actually replace this one and this one to make it match with this. We'll go ahead and see what that looks like. Yeah, you can see I had to bury one of the furnaces here. I wasn't able to put the skin on the back wall because it would have interfered with the skin of the farm that was back there. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see the minecart as they go up and down back there. But anyway, it's really not that important. Now, I did go ahead and leave a space here to where we can see the minecart as it goes by here, at least the ones dropping items off into these furnaces. You can see that I'm currently out of coal fuel on them because I did a whole bunch of smelting while I was working on this. And I've got this pretty well finished out. I still haven't found this is for the 1.9 update whenever we eventually update to it for the purpur. The clay blocks, the clay balls, I just haven't went out and got them yet. Dark oak and jungle wood we have not found as of this point, and also we still need acacia wood, and then I need the ones for the different types of fuels that can be used. I'm assuming that coal blocks could be used, although I may just not even do that, just not even mess with the coal blocks. But anyway, I've got most of this here dug out, ready to go. I'm still waiting on a little bit of iron, and in fact, I'm going to get ready to do some caving here in a little bit and boost that along. Now, somewhere up in here, there is a lava source up above here. I'm going to have to find it somewhere and pull that out of there, because I don't want that falling down and ruining this stuff. But anyway, also, we'll go ahead and throw some coal up in here so we can get some stuff smelted. You'll see these things fire up whenever that minecart takes off. Sorry for the delay. There it goes. And they're firing up now. Now back here, I went ahead and installed an item elevator. Just typical dropper elevator. And these feed up into this chest right here, and you'll see the items will start arriving here shortly. It's not a very efficient, because I wound up having to do like a stack of them going from here up to there, but then I had to take one to the side and then continue up because of the wall back here. It would have been at the wall instead of yeah. But anyway, we'll see what's going on down there. They should be arriving soon, hopefully. Where are they? This isn't good. Something jamming this up? What? What happened? Why did that happen? There it goes. Wonder why that's stuck. I may have to put a second comparator in there and turn it into some kind of a clock. But anyway, I do not understand what happened there. But anyway, the items will arrive up here. One thing, I'll go ahead and show this to you here real quick. Let's go ahead and I know I've got some droppers around here somewhere. There they are. Oh no, that's furnace. My bad. Droppers. There they are. Okay, we'll go ahead and grab a dropper. And we'll go ahead and set this guy down right here. Alright, we're going to need to grab a couple of comparators, which I know I've got them down here. There's the repeater I'll need, and comparators, and some redstone. Alright, we'll go ahead and throw a stack of items. I know I've got some stacks of cobble left. There they are. So we'll just go ahead and throw a stack of them in here. Okay, now if you place a comparator down, and we will place... Actually, I'm going to need one more repeater, and I do not think I have any in here. Oh, there they got those right there. Okay, 2 of those, and we'll need to go ahead and grab some stone. I know I've got some down here, and there we go. We'll need a second comparator, or a second repeater here. And let's go ahead and place that there. Alright, anyway, typical redstone clock would operate in this kind of fashion. Like that. And if you place a solid block in front of here, it'll start firing the dropper. But we'll go ahead and stop the clock real quick. Now the problem is, if you get a full inventory inside there, like this, and you start the clock up again, it locks because the signal is way too strong coming back or coming out of here to be limited by the input on the side here. However, you can fix this by adding a second comparator, and you can see it still works. Now you'll also notice, let's go ahead and take these out of here real quick, put these back up here. Clock is still running. And what was it? I know there was a way to set it up where it would run with just one. Let's put that there because I set it up in my SP. Oh, yeah, duh. You had to use your repeater to strengthen the signal again. My bad. There. So we'll double check again just to verify that it works with the thing completely full. See? So therefore it works with it completely full, and it will work with just one. So there's your solution for these things getting stuck. So I may have to do this kind of a setup down below with the elevator. So yeah, anyway, I believe that will go ahead and be the end of the episode for today. I'm sure it's getting to be right around 30 minutes. I haven't specifically checked, but we did manage to get quite a bit accomplished with this industrial furnace. And sorry for the little bit of confusion there. I still do not understand why that got stuck. But yeah, that will not happen again because I'm going to go ahead and rip this out and replace it with one of those kind of clocks. and we'll just use that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you may have learned something, maybe not, but I sure did. I learned. I was really happy to learn about this loading mechanism for the minecarts back here, because that's very useful, and I really do thank the gentleman who came up with the design. And I will provide a link to his video tutorial. So yeah, I do thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. I know I had a lot of fun, and I do look forward to seeing you in the next episode. And until then, this is UOAbigail saying, have a great day.